Okay, we are live with our bonus run, ICEY by AEtienne. Good luck, my dude, and let's get.
Thank you, Paulister, and hello to everyone in the ESA chats. Welcome to the ICEY and New Game Plus Judas ending. This will be a tiny bonus run to reward all of the previous runner who did pretty well during their runs and do some crazy underestimates. So here we go for this runs. This is a New Game Plus. So the timer will start when I will select the very first level of this Chinese beat'em all. Yeah, Chinese beat'em all games. Pretty interesting, as you will see. So if you're ready on the timer, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. So we're controlling ICEY, this blue little girl. If you know a pretty well-made anime named Black Rock Shooter, it's pretty close from this. Anime, and it's definitely something's really amazing to control. As you can see, we can air dash like this. That's pretty useful, and that will be the main tools that we use to going through every levels. And the second things we will mainly use in these games is the death disc. So I will just quickly combo this one, go for this. Oh, come on! Oh, it jumps. That's a bad RNG. Normally, for example, here it's instantly a reset when it jumps because, yeah, this game, as you can see, is pretty short, only 15 minutes, and it's mainly fight optimizations. Yeah, I was speaking about the death disc. That will be also the main ability to fight that we use, because during this ability, this death disc, I see you see me doing a spiral. This is the DD, and during that you are invincible, but that's use a part of my life bar on the top left. But you can recover your life bar by finishing a combo, collecting all of the looms around you after destroying an enemy to make to make damage to all of the people on the screens, and also recover you part of your life. So yeah, it's this infinite cycles that we're trying to reproduce in every battle to destroy everyone as soon as possible. So I will take a tiny shortcut, because normally you have to fight the very first boss of the games throwing the arrow on the we just saw on the last screens, but there is a way to skip a part of these games by doing a very quick dash through a door. So here I try to instantly destroy, there we go, this guy. Dealing with all of the other ones with the main ability, the big, this one, by chargings to deal damage to everyone. And then we come to the door of Metropolis. And here we go. By doing a quick dash and a certain speed, it's pretty easy, to be honest. You can just go through the door. And now I will, oh, too far, I will jump slash here, and here we go for normally the second boss of the game, but that will be... There we go for Punk, 2-phase. Normally that will be pretty easy. I will just death disc close to him to deal tons of damage like this. As you can see, my life bar just grow a little bit down, but there we go. The finish action, it's a B button, as you can see when the life bar is... there we go, and that was the very first boss. Yeah, in New Game Plus, we are very... I got all of the upgrades, all of the boostings, things for the death disc, for my blade, for my resistance, and also my shield. As you can see, that's a yellow arrow on the top left of the screen. So yeah, there is so many different things in this game. It's pretty interesting to go in new games, but in New Game Plus, that's kinda crazy how optimized we can be for the fights. So I will try to don't trigger all of the mines. There we go. So here we go for the fights against Tiny Spider. I will wait a little bit here to touch everyone. So the most dangerous things here is those mosquitoes. Oh damn it, he moved. Yeah, because he moved pretty quickly. So I did a death disc in the... I did a wrong death disc. That was not very well optimized at this moment, but anyway. So we are in the tubes here, and here we go for another rooms. So yeah, this games games is about a story about the narrator of this game, so you can hear him in Chinese, I mean, because yeah, it's Chinese games. The developer tried to construct these games, and as you saw during the last screens, continue to change the layout of the levels during you playing it. So yeah, it's a pretty. The story of the game itself is pretty interesting. I will not spoil it because honestly, it's pretty interesting to discover it. To be very simple, there is a big antagonist, Judas, as the narrator said to us, and ICEY was created to beat him. And we will just do the main ending of this run, the Judas ending, because there is many other ending. You can do many different choice. Follow the narrator instructions, who just don't follow it and trigger other ending in these games. And it's also pretty interesting to hunting all of the success exist. All of the Steam success exists in this game. Yeah, this is the PC version, by the way. Because there is also oh damn it, that was a wrong, very bad dev disc. Hopefully I will not. No, you have a stomp as you see. That can be pretty dangerous if I'm too slow. But as I said, I'm invincible during the dev disc, so that's fine. And we are actually in the train between the Copenhagen airport and Heelys for the ICEY, so just have to wait. That will be not long, as you will see. So yeah, this is the moments when we cannot do anything. So we just have to wait. That's this metro. So it's definitely a perfect time for some donations if you have some, Polester, perhaps.
I sadly do not, but I can tell you a little bit about Save the Children and perhaps convince our lovely viewers to donate for such an incredible cause. Save the Children, of course, is in no way still not just sitting around doing nothing during this pandemic. They are still working pretty hard, and throughout this challenging time, Save the Children is focusing on what's most important, the children, keeping them safe and healthy, and more importantly, making sure they can keep learning no matter what. And I can tell you a little bit about where your donations go if you give me a second.
I will just repeat the commentary right now because I'm against those two boss, and you have some sometimes, Polester, right now.
Yeah, okay, so with $50, you can keep 10 out-of-school children from going hungry during the pandemic. With $150, we can provide 75 face masks to protect health workers on the front lines of the coronavirus. And with $200, you can equip 40 frontline health workers with protective medical gowns. Now, speaking of, I think we have a donation. Let me just give it a check.
Sure, go for it.
Well, we have $35 from Sheepye, and they say, naming the starter Wooloo because Edakit has Eda love for Wooloo. So, I'm assuming... yep. The starter nickname for Wooloo, for Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, is going to be Wooloo. That's currently in the lead with $35 over its competitors. So keep those donations coming if that's not your favorite, or if it is and you just want to boost it. But either way, thank you for your support.
Thank you, and that was ICEY. This is a pretty... Normally this boss can be really trolly, but this one was pretty... Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good death disc, and he don't stun me, so that's perfect. By the way, it's a pretty some coincidence because I was running Pokemon Sword yesterday and I got a new PB. So,
hell yeah, that's nice.
That's
well done.
It's crazy. Yeah, so we are continue. We are in the clock tower here. ICEY. This is the final level because I skip, as I said, I skip the door of Metropolis, and also the game is, as itself for this run, this ending pretty short. And we are, as every beat'em all, if you, for example, playing Street of Rage on some stuff like this, there is always an elevator levels. And we are in... it's not dead, anyway. I will wait for this one. Always focus, guys, always focus the biggest one. Because doing that, I can trigger I can trigger this attack, this one, boom, and deal with all of the other tiny monsters with the less time possible. So it's perfect. Okay, so let's continue. I will go in this way and deal with this. This room is pretty big. I will try to death disc to the right, to the left. There we go. Normally those guys are turns. Come to me. The better way to deal damage is, of course, to touch two enemies at the same time, like this. Like this. That's perfect. They are pretty gripped. Ah, damn it. He move. That's not bad. Oh, that was not bad for those two ones. Not bad at all, so I just have to be careful because I will take once again a shortcut here. I will not take this door, I will take this this tiny shortcut. Yeah, it's pretty, you can be pretty lost in the clock tower somehow because yeah, this final level is full of warps because the developer of the games, who's also the narrator, continue to contradict when you are into it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Very last room before the three last boss. And oh no, he's not dead. I will just have to. Oh, that's perfect because now I can stay on the air like this by charging, waiting for all of my opponents appear on the ground and deal with them like that. Waiting for this big guy on the center. Death this. Oh damn, it touched me. I will just jump slash and redo that. It was a pretty good backup. Let's deal with this guy. Okay, I can charge India once again, waiting the second big one. Okay. Oh damn, I get touched, that's bad. I was a little bit too slow to deal with to redo my dev disc and going invincible. Okay. I will just finish him like this because the door will disappear a little bit faster if you do a finish, like with the B buttons, as it says. And here we go for Trinity. This is a pretty hard boss, as you will see. There we go. She only have 1 HP, but you can spare her. And if you spare her, you don't have to beat the second boss and also the hardest boss of this run, the Hall. But the problem is sparing her costs you 3 minutes, so it's yeah. We will just fight the Hall. That's will be normal. So I really hope I will not mess up this fight like that, for example. No. Don't move anyway. I will recover part of my life here, taking a little bit of distance, waiting to him to going close to me. Okay, go for... Ah, damn it. I'll try to block him in the corner. Okay, that's perfect. I moved 2 times to the left and the right. That'll lose me a little bit of time, but no, that's not too bad. And there we go. We are again Judas, final point. And incoming the only glitch of this game that we discover, that's called the out of bounds cutscenes fights glitch. Because going out of a trigger of the name of the boss, that happens as you saw at every boss. Normally you are stunned at this moment. I can fight during these animations. It saved me tons of times. So, and there we go! Now I can fight during the cutscene. It's also pretty difficult to see correctly as you expected, but I already passed the first phase. This is the third one. Okay, ready for the timer. And time! Well, that was not a bad one, I think. Thanks you for the GG.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, that was a This is ICEY. You just saw a tiny part of this insane Japanese games. There is also an English speaker because here I put the Chinese speaker because the speaker is pretty loud and that can cover my commentary on all the commentary of Policer. But there's also a Japanese an English speaker really well made, pretty insane overhandings with some pretty cool Easter eggs, by the way, and yeah, a very interesting game, pretty cheap to be honest. Also a Switch version, if I'm right. A quick shout outs also to the French community and my association Speed Them All for the promotion of the speedruns in France. Shout outs to the ESA. Thank you for having me for this bonus runs, and I hope everyone in the chat have a good marathon because here I'm in the chat and I enjoy it. I think I will have a very good weekend in front of the ESA, in front of the ESA stream. So, do you have anything else to say, Paulister?
Well, every weekend with an ESA event is a great weekend, so it's never dull, I would say. But yeah, I guess the only thing I can say is thank you, Etienne, for the ICEY run. Coming up next, for real this time, is Pokemon Rumble. So finally, we will have Bidoof%. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna do a quick intermission. We will be right back. So yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah. Bye. See you later.